Hello everyone. So today we're going to speak about new theme about the lists and tables and also about directories and files actions. So let's begin. There are a few different ways how you can create a list or a table. The first one is to click here, add list or add a table. For example, add a list. This is the name. Now, as you see, there is a settings for this list. So we can load it from the file. Let's create some file somewhere. Call it list. Let me open that file. So as you see, we add something string long, some info to this list. So now it is connected. We can view the content. Here it is. Actually, a list is just a bunch of strings, and you can use it somehow, put them to the file or extract them from the file and use it. So here are the basics. We load it from the file. A save list changes to a file. So for example, if we will take some info from this file, some string, and if we put this, so in multi-thread, the list will be empty. So this feature, for example, if you want to take all the strings, for example, all the accounts or something, then you click Save List Changes to a File, and when you work in multi-thread, in 2 threads, 3 threads, it will just use all the strings, and then you can click Leave Empty File. So the file will be empty, or if you unclick it, it will remove the file. So also here you can find a separator, enter or regex, whatever you want. So that's actually it. Let's look. Right click on your action menu, add action, lists, and list processing. So here, firstly, you choose a list. Then there are some actions with it. Let's start from the beginning. Add data from the list. So this is basically if we want to take one data from one list and put it to another, let's create list 2. So list 1, a data from the list 2. And it's a little bit different. So here it is. Copied all the data. Sometimes, for example, you want you have some info, some strings in your file, and you want to use it multiple times. So you just copy the data and work then with another list. So every thread will work exactly where it can be helpful. For example, we can create a logic, switch logic, with values, I don't know, 0, 1, 8, 3. We put some strings like 0, 1, 2, 3 to our list. Then we pick a data, copy it to the second list. Then we take one and go and do something. For example, it's great when you're trying to randomize your actions in some kind of registration stuff and so on. So let's go further. List 1, add line. So you just add line here at exactly the same. Always go back to the start, go to the end or certain position. Let's put a line to the end, to our list 1. So as you see, there is a line in the end. Then add text. This is the same, but here we can add multiple strings like test, test2, then adapting records. Let's add it to the list 2, like this. So now we have a few strings added. Then we have a bin to the file. It's easy. For example, you're creating your list, I don't know, parsing some information, and then you want to put it to the file. You just check the file, or you can create a new one here. Delete lines by numbers, all first, with the regex. Everything is simple, I guess. Get line, get random line, get first line, delete line after taking. For example, let's get first line, put it to the variable string. Use this action, so we get the string variable, the value right now. So if you click delete line from after taking, it will remove it from your list. So that's easy. Also get the number of lines, all containing text, matching regular expression with value. So here I think everything should be clear and easy for you. Merge list items. For example, specified in the list is just merge it everything to one variable like this. Remove duplicates. It removes duplicates from your list. So we have list 1. Let's, for example, make test 0. So we have 9 lines. Now we can remove duplicates. And as you see, there is only 6 lines and duplicates are removed. So it's very, very simple. Save to file. Also, it saves your list to the file. If you're interested, what is the difference? Bin to the file and save to the file. So sometimes you don't want to, or you don't know your file path from the beginning, and then somehow you are creating a file, maybe in multi-thread or anywhere, and then you're binding, so you put here a file path, so it should be a variable, kind of variable, and you put it here, then you bind this file to the exact list, and then you work in with this list here. And save file to the list, it's when you're working, so for example, with parsing, you parse some information, put it to the list, and then you need to save it to the file. So that's the difference. So next is select sublist. You choose a list, choose the range, okay. Click 0 to 3. So here you pick the list where we actually this action is to copy selected strings like strings from 0 to 3 or 0 to end. It means all. For example, we can write here all, and we will take all the info that are in list 1 and copy it, paste, not copy, if we click here to delete rows, so we cut it from one list and paste to another, and if you unclick this, so we will copy it. For example, let's copy from list 1 to list 2 all the elements. Now you see here all the elements, 1, 2, 3 also. So it's just for cutting copy between two lists. And shuffle elements of the list. Again, this is helpful, for example, when you do random stuff. I'll show you later how to, if you need so. And sort by ascending or descending. So that's really easy. So this is just a strings info. You can save some proxies, some accounts, some I don't know, user agents or something. You pick them, you use them, and then you're saving or removing. So this is just the list and how we use it. So let's go to the table. Actually, there is almost the same, but it has like different type of, for example, from table. Load from file, custom format, CSV. We call it table CSV. And now let's create something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now let's load this. Here's the table. Here are the same settings: save tables changes to a file or leave empty file. Here you can choose of existing formats or custom format. Also, you can choose that first line is headers if it is display non-latent characters correctly, if it's so, and parse the data, and here you can choose the separator for CSV file. So first line headers, as you see, we just don't use it. Also, you can view content like here. You can use Excel files and stuff like this, so it's that easy. So for table processing, there is maybe a bit difference between list and table. So here is the same. You can add line and read always what is written here. So if you want to add line, you 10 and click on string tab, 11, click on string tab, 12. Let's add this line. Here it is. So just different separator used by table. So then add list. You can choose a column. Columns are A, B, C, D, E. So for example, you just write A, you choose list 2, then add. So here it is in column 1. I allow list info right now. So bin to the file is the same. Delete column, you just write the right letter. So we removed column D, and it's right now we don't have E. So delete lines by numbers, all lines. It's simple. Get column and put it to the list. Get lines and put it to the list or to variables. Get the number of columns. Get the number of lines. Read cell if you need to read from a concrete cell. From column, row, put to variable. So here it is. Record cell. It's the same. You just it. So right now you see here recorded cell. Remove duplicates, all are from special columns. Save to file and sort. Sort columns or sort the whole table. Ascending or descending. Now it is sorted from the digits, the words. So that's really simple. As for me, much better to use an SQL than the table. Here they have a Google spreadsheet, but you have to set up it in your settings of ZenFoster. But for me, I've never used it. It's much easier or better to one time work with the SQL. I will show you later how to work with it. And you can use SQL wherever you are. So it can replace you the lists and tables, really. And you can use SQL. For example, if you have 5-6 machines working, and they can use SQL. So you don't need to copy all your files from one computer to another. You just get the information from SQL. So let's move on. Then I want to talk to you about files and directories. So here are some actions with file. You can copy the file. You just select the file path and show the new path. If you, I don't know, sometimes just want to show you, for example, once a day you're creating something, get some accounts or something, so you just do it like this. Then you can set up time up now. Then you can install like date and move it as txt file, so it will copy with the new name that are connected to the time that is now. Then we have a get text, so we get some text from a file. Let's take our list, put it to a variable. So you just read the file and that's it. Move file, remove file, test existence, and write text to a file. So this is really easy. It's helpful. For example, if you have one list with proxies or accounts, and when it's empty, or you use them somehow, and then you put it to a special folder like used or something like this. And let's go to the directories. So it's the same. Check directory existence. It will, for example, let's directory, and we check. So you see, if there is no directory, we go like this. If there is a directory like this, let's create it. And that's because I didn't save this project. So let's save it. Called any. Right now there is a directory in project directory. So you see there is a green arrow. Also copy directory, create directory, have a file path. So there is directory path. You can sort it, file path random, for example. You can mention special mask like txt or something. Then you put it to variable, and you can put this variable here, so you can work with directory, work with the file. So get file list is easy, the same as many files as you have. It will put all the files to the list. Get list of directories, the same, it will put all the directories you have to a list. And move directory and remove directory. So that's really simple. It will help you like to work. And the first part, as I told you, it's you needed to like save some info or get some info from text files or from table files like CSV or Excel, and this is helpful when you need to like take some info from the file, check it or something. Actually, you don't need this like get text. You can just choose the file path and then work with this action like get line or get number of lines, and that's it. So this is basically the same actions, just what is better for you to use. So I hope this lesson was helpful for you. So see you next time. Bye. Have a nice day.